This game was just insane. Barcelona 4, Real Madrid 3. If you missed this game because maybe you were watching the United game or you're a Tottenham Hotspur fan watching Tottenham Hotspurs, I feel so sorry for you because you would have missed one of the games of this season. You have missed end-to-end action. If you thought Barca Inter was good, both legs, which was insane, that those were the games of the season till now. This one was just a different level. Why? This wasn't just Barcelona against Real Madrid. This was more like MBAPPE against Barcelona. Because the rest of the Real Madrid team, if I'm being completely honest, disappointed a lot. Arda Güler with his balls in through behind, pretty decent. Vinny with his runs, it was okay. It was effective. But really was all Mbappe. Mbappe was just terrorizing that Barcelona defense. At the same time, just you look at that game, you'd understand exactly what both teams are all about. Real Madrid can't string passes across, can't string any two passes together. But then you have Barcelona, who with their extremely high defensive line is pushing forward, and they were catching Real Madrid out. But when you play a high level, high line defense, what happens? You either get it correctly and then you catch them all offside, or you mess up and then Real Madrid score. How did that first goal happen? How did that Chesney penalty happen in the first place? It's because there was a mistake when they try to push the high line. The ball deflects off. I think it was Inigo Martinez. And then Mbappe's through. And then you know what? Chesney makes a stupid error. And then Barcelona concede a penalty. Mbappe scores. And then before you know it, the same error again. Barcelona trying to catch Mbappe offside. They push the line, but just one player messes it up. And you know what? Mbappe is through. But that much, he was onside. Mbappe goes through, makes it 2-0. Now you're thinking, you know what? Madrid might just hold on. But wait, you know it's Barcelona on the other side. They might concede 2, but you know they're going to score 3. You know they're going to score 4. That's been their story this season. The best attacking team in this world, Barcelona. Did they deserve the win? Of course they did. In fact, let me tell you one thing. Barcelona didn't just deserve 4 goals. They probably deserve 5, 6, 7. If this game ended like 8-5 or 9-4 or 9-5, whatever, you wouldn't have argued. Because you know what? It was just that game. Barcelona stringing passes together perfectly, brilliantly, right? And their counter-attacking, direct attacking play, they're getting in behind Real Madrid because the Real Madrid defense is just looking lost. Fran Garcia on one side is being just cooked by Yamal. Yamal, by the way, who every single time I watch this guy, he just shows me that he is the best player in the world. Even though there's Mbappe, there's Vinicius, you'd argue Rafinha. No, Yamal is just the best player in the world. Why? Because, you know what? When it comes to the big games, he always shows up. He knows how to take his man on. He knows when to make the right decisions. You know, towards the end of the game when Lamine Yamal set up Fermin Lopez, that ball was just perfect. Fermin messed it up, but that was all Lamine Yamal's ball. And these are the kind of things, guys, even when I talk about United, right? This is what I'm talking about. When I say Barcelona play, even when I see Real Madrid play, as bad as they were, their final balls were just perfect. That's why they were getting past the Barcelona defense every time. They know that they're going to push the line high. But that's when you have Mbappe, Vini. And if you get the timing right, just like Mbappe did today, 3 goals, 3 legitimate goals. Was it 2 or 3 offside goals? So Mbappe essentially, at least he scored 5 goals at the Nou Camp, regardless of what you think. So you think about it, Real Madrid's plan was working, but just Barcelona was just too good. They were just too excellent. Like, if I was to describe the best team in the world at the moment, it is Barcelona. Yeah, you could say defensive frailties. Why do the defensive frailties happen? It's because they take a risk. Because the risk is either it works out in their favor and they go offensively and they score. Or if they push the line too high, too fast, and a player like Mbappe, a player like Vinny, who's just brilliant when it comes to, you know, catching the offside trap. If they do that, then instantly you find yourself a goal down, 2 goals behind. But it's always attacking play. When you see Barcelona, you see the attacking line, you see that midfield, you have Pedri, De Jong, Gavi, whoever else. And then your attack itself with Lamine Yamal, with Rafinha, Lewandowski when he plays. Ferran Torres as well today. His movement, just insane. And then you got your fullbacks bombing forward. Like, when you have that Barcelona team and how they are set up by Hansi Flick, you understand why they get these kind of score lines, how they just smash every single team that comes across their path, minus, of course, another brilliantly coached team in Inter. Other than that, you see why Barca just dominates Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, everybody else that comes across their way, basically. So, all in all, just look at this. You would say, you know what, Barca won 4-3. Looks like a close game, right? But when you really look at all the things that happened, see, I have it written down here. So, for one of the goals, De Jong did make a handball. The ball did go off him. Now, that should have been given in favor of Madrid. The goal should have been chalked off, number 2. But if you look at a few other ones, MBAPPE dived for a second penalty. No penalty was given, but initially a penalty was considered. It's things like this where you consider, you know what, the referee was just getting things wrong completely. There was a penalty that should have been given at the end, which wasn't given. There was Ferran Torres, who was pulled back by Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni only got a yellow card. But guess what? Tchouaméni was the last man. He should have got sent off. And you know what? If he gets sent off, Barcelona is just ripping through Madrid. The fact that it was even a close game towards the end, that shows you that that's all because of the referee. Because they could have done much better, but they didn't do their jobs. And which is why this was a good game. But it could have been even better had the referees done their job. You know, it's that kind of thing. You want to call it Barcelona corruption against Real Madrid corruption. That's what it is. But then today, if you look at the balance of the game, it was more fouls against Barcelona or things that Barcelona should have been given, which they weren't given. And then instead, Real Madrid were given the advantages many times. Ironic. And it's kind of ironic because they actually scored 3 goals. 3 of them were offside. So it's a really confusing game because Real Madrid weren't given some advantages and Barcelona were not given advantages which surely should have been given. And if I was to just say one thing, Barcelona's attack it's just pretty simple. The formula is so simple. They're not doing anything complex. They're not doing tiki-taka Barcelona of 2014 or 2008, 2009. No, they're just playing it simple. You know what it is? Pick up the ball, find spaces, and quickly break. That's what Madrid did. But the only thing with Madrid was it's a long ball over the top. It's very predictable. With Barcelona, it's quick passing, and you're through to already Rafinha or Yamal, and the passing is just crisp and fast. This is what you want of an attacking team. The best attacking team in the world, by far, Barcelona. And what a performance. What a game. Let me just say that I'm grateful that I could watch that game after the whole thing that United put me through. That was a worthwhile game that I was able to watch. And yeah, Barcelona 4, Real Madrid 3. Thank you for this game, guys. And that was amazing. See you all in the next one.